So Huawei added a new flagship smartwatch to their portfolio, and that's the Huawei Watch 4. Now, depending on if you take the normal active model or the Pro Elite model, there are a whole lot of differences. So today we will take a look at the cheaper active model that you can get for around 450 euros over here in Germany. The first thing I noticed about this watch was the weight. For a 46mm big smartwatch, I was expecting more than just 48 grams without the strap. I mean, you feel the watch during your workouts and during your nights, but it's not because of the weight. Plus the 22mm fluid elastomer strap feels great on your skin. If you look at the Huawei Watch 4, and then if you take a look at the Huawei Watch 3, you barely see any differences. You have two physical buttons on the right side. The upper one is a rotatable crown with which you can scroll through your apps, notifications and sport modes. You can even interact with certain watch faces if you turn the crown. The lower button is customizable and you can connect this one to any of your apps like your sport modes or one of your health metrics. And unlike with other smartwatches, you have a small list of available apps if you push the button instead of having just one single application connected to it. The Huawei Watch 4 has a 1.5-inch AMOLED touch display with a resolution of 466 by 466 pixel and an always-on display mode. Now the watch has a glass front, a ceramic back and a stainless steel frame. If you do decide to take the Pro Elite version of the Huawei Watch 4, you will get a titanium frame. Like with other Huawei watches, the Watch 4 runs on Harmony OS 3 and it is water resistant up to 5 ATM. When it comes to the activity tracking, the Huawei Watch 4 is great. You get many sport modes like in outdoor running and walking, cycling, swimming, golf, hiking and triathlon. I guess it should be enough for most of us. Like on the Huawei Watch 3, you get different running courses and you can create your own workout plans. You get run, walk basic, fat burning programs, tempo and HIIT runs. Plus on your normal workouts, you can set goals, reminders. You have the auto pause feature and smart trainer to get some training assistance, which will also replace all of your other goals and reminders you have set. When it comes to the battery life, the Huawei Watch 4 isn't actually that bad. Compared to the Apple, Samsung and Fossil, the battery life right here is twice as strong. On normal everyday usage, you can expect to get around 3 days of battery life. If you turn on the battery saving mode, you will get up to 8 days, which you can expand up to 14 days. It of course always depends on your usage. Now, if you decide to turn on the always display mode, this watch will only live about 2 days at maximum. So you gotta keep that in mind, and charging the Huawei Watch 4 is pretty fast as well. It only takes about 50 minutes, so you have enough battery life for the day, and 60 minutes will fully charge your watch. Huawei always have some cool features on the smart devices, and it's the same with the Huawei Watch 4. First up, the watch faces. By long pressing the screen, you can scroll through your default watch faces, which are also customizable. By pressing the little settings icons below the watch face, you can change the different displayed metrics on the watch. You can change the colors or the planet that you want to look at. It's really different from watch face to watch face. You can also interact with the applications on your watch face and use them as little shortcuts to the actual app. Now, if those default watch faces aren't enough for you, just head over into Huawei Health app and open up the watch face store. Right here you will find many more, starting from some that you have to pay for, but there are also some that you don't have to pay for, and I think there are more than enough to choose from. You can scroll down the list forever and always get new digital and analog watch faces, sporty looking ones, minimalistic watch faces, and so on. But in my past experience, I noticed through your comments that those watch faces aren't available in every country. So these ones that you see right here are only available over here in Germany. The Huawei Watch 4 has a built-in mic and a speaker, so you can receive and decline incoming calls right on the watch and start calls using your watch. Either by punching in the number in the dial pad, you can look through your contacts book or in your call logs. You get a weather app with a weather forecast for the next couple of days. You can customize your tiles and add more to your watch and change the order of them. Your different watch face tiles now have also a lot of different apps attached to them. So it's more like you have multiple watch faces that you can work with. Like this health metrics tile with your heart rate, SpO2 level, sleep, skin temperature, and more. You get one with your workouts that also shows you your burn calories, steps, active minutes, and hours. Like this, you don't have to swipe that much on your smartwatch anymore. Of course, you will get all of your notifications on the smartwatch as well, and you can even reply to messages. You can change your app layout from the grid layout that is set by default to a list layout over in the display settings. Also, since you have some internal storage, you can store music and listen to them offline. You might not be able to use Spotify, but you have Huawei Music, which basically works just like it. And of course, you have your CDF voice assistant that works just like Google, Siri, or Bixby. Now you can start timers and alarms, start workouts and calls, or find out how scorching hot it is outside. So feature-wise, there's really nothing to complain about. Besides that, I'd rather use Spotify than Huawei Music, but that's just my personal preference. The Huawei Watch 4 tracks a whole bunch of your health metrics. Not only do you have a 24/7 heart rate monitor that will also give you some alerts on very high and low heart rates, but you can also turn this one off to save some of your battery life. You get an SpO2 tracker that will track on demand or during the night. Normal stuff like a stress tracker and a sleep tracker with your different sleep cycles, sleep score, and so on. You can check out your arterial stiffness right on this watch. It works just like the ECG function that you have on this watch as well. Just place your finger on the lower button for half a minute and you get the results. And yes, there is an ECG function on this watch. You can check your skin temperature and you have a feature that is called Health Glance. This one takes you through a series of tests, and afterwards you get to see if everything is alright with your health, and that includes your stress, SpO2 level, heart rate, ECG, and your skin temperature. So as you can see, the Huawei Watch 4 is very focused on your health and is doing a great job. This watch will even notice if you have a hard fall and notify your emergency contacts if your heart rate and SpO2 levels are too low or too high. Great feature for your grandparents and your normal parents. And guys, there we have it. I will also compare now this watch to the Huawei Watch 3 to see if it's even worth upgrading, and to the new TicWatch Pro 5. Just click that video right here to get to them, and I guess with that one being said, I will see you in the next one. Peace.